Santa Isabel en route to Salinas, I think. And in the distance here you can see the huge windmills. And I'm not sure if they're currently producing electricity, but there's a ton of them. And I think a curious little fact is that these windmills might come from a factory that's in Windsor, Colorado, really close to where we live. And right here in the front here, I believe this is a farm of watermelon. I'm imagining it looks like some sort of melons. And as we were driving along, they also had some mango farms. So there's a lot of farm work out here too. So that's kind of cool to see, producing our own food in Puerto Rico. So we just stopped along the road because there are some old sugarcane ruins. And this, you can see the big chimney that would be where the smoke would come out, and then the plant on the inside, and then in the distance here you can see all of the windmills spinning. So you'll see these kinds of ruins all along this route over here in Salinas, Santa Isabel. And over here there is papaya growing. So some agriculture is still pretty strong in this area. Arrived at this beach as we're driving along. It was on the map as Playa Piedra, so rock beach, which it is very rocky. There's even little rocks and big rocks, and I guess it could also be called Tire Beach, Goma, Playa de Goma, because there's a bunch of tires along here. I'm not sure what those are for. And also you could sit and do some office work right here. Hanging out under the tree. You never know what you're going to find. All sorts of different types of beaches. Now we are in Salinas, which they call the capital of the Caribbean Sea, la capital del Mar Caribe. And we're where it says Playa Boca Mar. It also says on the map that this is the Bahia Rincon, which I saw some other signs that showed Bahia or Playa Jauca. So I think we're kind of close to there. In the distance here, you can see some of the little keys, little teeny islands that are out there that sometimes you can take a boat to go to. Most of the beaches here so far that we've seen are kind of rocky, but it's beautiful with these huge palm trees growing everywhere. So we're just kind of taking a little respite. We'll see how the water is, and maybe we'll jump in. Look at these beautiful rocks. They're all kind of like a bluish gray steely color. Really soft and almost tumbled by the sea. So we just were driving along and down between Santa Isabel, I think we're in Santa Isabel still, and we saw some signs for this little bay, which is called Bahia Jauca. And so it's kind of a nice oyster shape where the water comes in pretty soft. It's a little bit dirty, but it's got its charms. The waters are very blue. And out in the distance you can start to see some of those keys. I love to visit these. Salinas, it is decorated with all sorts of seashells. Must have been collected over a long period of time, even on the gate to the house. The whole wall is decorated with them. The floor is all shells. And then the house itself, of course, is decorated. The columns down below where the car parks the other area over there where it's right beachfront. So it's has a view of the sea where these came from. What an interesting, quirky little stop on your way driving around in Salinas. Some pechuga a la plancha, tostones rellenos de camarones y queso chicharrones de pollo. Miren, ¿qué decimos? Muy bien. Tranquila, Cayo. So now we are at Polita's beach, or Playa Polita in Salinas. It's supposed to be one of the best beaches in Salinas. And there really isn't much of a beach actually here, but it's also where a lot of boats go out. So hopefully, according to some of these signs, we might be able to actually get up on a boat and kind of travel through some of these keys that are all these little islands. So that will be pretty fun. I don't think it's too expensive either. So the marina of Salinas. So we will go through that today. Is Cayo Matias. All right, so we're at Cayo Matias. We did not think we were going to get off on that boat trip. It was supposed to be just a boat ride, but he let us come off for just a little while to explore. This is really cool. An extra surprise on my birthday. We didn't even think we could find a boat. So this is extra fun. I don't know much about this island. This was kind of a last minute surprise, but it's a kind of cool little spot out here. Huh, Aiden? Do you like it? Do you like this place? All right, let's have fun. He has to take off his life jacket. Good job, baby. amazing island. I've never been out here or really know anything about it, but this is actually a really huge little island, Matias. And in the distance where you can see the main island of Puerto Rico, and then as we walk along, you can start to see this beautiful beach kind of forming here. And we really enjoyed our boat ride too. Here on Isla Matias, we see a lot of hermit crabs, bobitos, and they're on their covada, and they're looking for a place to go take their eggs. Oh, Eden, careful, cuidado.
Why?
Because there's lots of them, we don't want to step on them.
Show her your collection, Eden.
Let me see. They're on their journey to the sea. Let me see, baby. Déjame ver. What do you got, babes?
I don't know eggs.
Oh, look at all these ones Eden found. They're all crawling around, huh?
They were all hard.
So many.
So good.
Welcome to today's episode of This Old Finca. Today we're going to be repairing this old furniture. No, just kidding. We're on the beach with Cassandra.